with a short mindful breathing meditation or exercise, and then follow by generating good intention motivation, and then recitation of Guru Buddha Shakyamuni's mantra 3 times to get the inspirations, blessings. Again, just make yourself comfortable, relax. Be aware of the weight of your body on cushions. And around you, the environment. If we can, try to let go of all the thoughts of past, future for a moment. As we breathe in and out naturally, normally, just simply just be aware and observe. As you breathe in, being aware you are breathing in. As you breathe out, being aware you are breathing out. Just simply observing and being aware of that. your introspection mind. Check and investigate whether your mind is still aware of the breath or whether it's wandering. If you notice it is being distracted, be aware of that. No need to panic. Feel that. Simply just be aware. Notice that and gently bring back your attention or your awareness back to the breath. Then reflect and contemplate that as long as our life is driven by our delusions, those disturbing, distracted emotions such as anger, attachment, ignorance, there is no true lasting happiness. There is no real satisfaction, joy. There is no real freedom and liberty in our life. Try to have that understanding. How we become the slave of our own delusions. And not being able to have real lasting peace, satisfaction, happiness. With that understanding, realizations, generate a strong determinations to free ourselves from such, under the control of such delusions, as quick as possible. And just like ourselves, all sentient beings are also under the control, influence of delusions, and due to that they also do not have lasting truth, peace, happiness, satisfaction in their life. With that understanding, realization, generate a strong wish, intention, will to free them from that delusions and the pain created by that delusions as quick as possible. In order to free oneself and all sentient beings from the pain and suffering caused by the delusions, as well as the delusions, I must realize my full potential of fully awakened state as quick as possible. In order to realize or obtain that full potential, one must engage into reflection, contemplation, meditation, practices correctly and consistently, continuously. And for that we have to be reminded of those crucial, necessary, essential, important practices, meditations. By listening to the teachings, reading, engage in discussion, reflection, contemplation, so forth. For that very reason that I'm going to listen, engage in discussion and contemplation. So that I'm more aware of those crucial practices, meditations, and reminded of those practices, so that I can engage in the practices. To make a positive transformations and change in our life, in the life of others. And And for that, we need inspirations, help and guidance from everywhere as much as we can get. So in order to get such inspirations, guidance, help from not only from people around us, also from the Buddhas. So we recite 3 times. Jaya ta om muni muni ma munaye soha. Jaya ta om muni muni ma munaye soha. So we do the refuge and the bodhicitta prayers 3 times. Sangye chodan sogi chonam la changchu badu dani chasu shi dagi sheshe gyebe sonam gi Rola penche sangye dubasho Sangye chedan sogi chonam la Chanchu padu dani kyasu shi Dagi sheshe gibe sonam ki Rola penche sangye dubasho Sangye chedan sogi chonam la Chanchu padu dani kyasu shi Dagi cheshe gibe sonam gi Rola penche sangye dubasho Kanje duje nye zonne tawa tuje pangme che tambe chune tenje be kodam de ma cha So, as today, just to summarize, we discussed that since our discriminating mind or thought of being too attached to certain people and having too much anger, hatred to some individual, and holding in that way and responding in that way is cause of our pain, suffering, as well as it brings so much pain, suffering in others' life as well. With that understanding, we try to minimize, decrease, reduce such discriminating mind of attachment and anger as much as possible. As much as possible. Loosening up such thoughts, emotion as much as possible. By cultivating more sense of equanimity towards all sentient beings. The equanimity mind, where we are able to see and able to feel and able to respond in more equal way through our speech, through our action, through our thoughts, as much as possible. When we are able to see all sentient beings in more equal, more in same, and then treating them, responding them, reacting them in more even, more equal way, through our act, speech and mind, then we begin to find much more stability in our life. Our emotion not will be up and down. One moment we excited, next moment is totally down. One moment is totally down, the next moment we excited. Not being able to find tranquility, more kind of stability. So when we have this, when we are able to engage into this equanimity, then we will find much more stability in our life, much more stability in our emotions, our thoughts, our experiences, and that brings us much more peace, with that stability and that stillness, that calmness, not being disturbed by the waves of the anger and the attachment. Then we have much more lasting, much more peace, calmness, joy, happiness. And not only do we have that, we create environment of that peacefulness, peaceful environment, calm environment, more joyful, blissful environment, people around us, and thereby we inspire them to cultivate again that kind of state within